This Maverick is awesome. Yes, some Mavericks are 4 doors, 6-cylinder automatics, not this one. This is a V8 302 with a stick shift, which we believe is a 4-speed. This is a great vehicle, and we're going to work hard to see if we can get it running. Christina and I actually checked this car out more than 2 months ago, and after reviewing it, we knew we had to give it a shot. Check out this footage from a couple of months ago, and I think you'll agree with us.
So we're going to take a break and come look at the Maverick.
Okay, where's the hood release on this thing?
Well, I'm not sure that it would work, but
it may not have one under here.
Be careful for snakes.
Yeah.
Because we didn't go over here, and we've been trying to make noise with the leaf blower and stuff when we were work, so that it might scare any snakes away.
Yeah, it's an 8.
Wow.
It's an 8. Well, let's see what it looks like under that air filter housing. Oh, it's got a filter. Awesome.
I was not expecting that either.
Awesome.
Oh my goodness. Look at that.
Let's see if the throttle linkage is stuck, since that has been a problem for us. It is. Seems to be a big problem with us lately.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's stuck.
There's oil in it.
Make sure you get a view of that carb so we can bring a replacement. If we do
it has oil.
Yeah, it's low, but there's oil in it. See if it's stuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to check? Can you? I don't know if you can reach it from here.
Yeah, I can. It's right here, and it doesn't have a clutch fan, so.
Oh, okay. That's actually a pretty big fan.
Yeah, it's stuck.
Well, you know.
Yeah, it's stuck.
Darn. I wonder if there's coolant in there.
No, but the radiator's not in terrible condition.
What do you think? What is that? Is that a knob to fill something up right there, or no? That red? What is that for?
That's for the air conditioner. That might be where to charge it. No,
it has
here's the
AC?
charge port. Yeah, this is the air conditioner.
Oh, I didn't even look over there at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
More nasty stuff.
That looks pretty bad, yeah. I gotta tell you, I'm kind of pleasantly surprised to see it like this.
Certainly could have been worse. The choke is closed, so that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That is really great news.
That actually looks like the best car we've seen in the last few days.
Yeah, it does. But it is stuck.
Did you free it up?
Coming free.
Ah, nice.
Coming free.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's unstuck.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yes. See what an air filter element and a closed choke will do?
I like looking at those. Now, I'm going to tell you, nothing can possibly beat the way that master
The
looked.
cap came off. Easy.
No way. No way. I can't believe that. Did you see in there?
Yeah. I mean, it's super low, but it looks pretty good.
I know. I don't see any rust or anything in there.
Let me press the brake pedal.
No.
The pedal moves.
Okay.
Because the clutch is really stuck. No, the brake pedal is stuck.
Okay.
Solid.
Oh, I heard something move.
Yeah, that's the clutch. It's
Okay.
sticking big time. If the floors are in good shape, this thing's worth saving.
I think this thing might be worth saving even if the floors aren't in good shape.
It sure would be a fun car to drive. These things with the V8 and the stick, you just warm them up a little bit. So they've got that crazy distributor in them that is super retarded all the time. So you address that and maybe put a 4-barrel, maybe. These things will fly. It is the 5-minute mark. That means, as promised in the last video, it's contest time. Let's go through the rules. We had 668 contents to date in the last video. I filtered out those comments that were duplicate or had more than one. You counted once if you had more than one. And then I ran those numbers through a random number generator to come up with the 2 winners. The prizes are the TDC whistle or a What the Rust t-shirt. You get to choose. The winners are YouTube user The Fortunate Misfit. The second winner is Amanda Watkins 2295. So you two both email me at the email address listed below and send me whether you'd like the TDC whistle or the shirt and the size of the shirt. The sizes we have between medium and 3X. I hope you enjoyed this. We're going to do a lot more contests in the future. Now back to the video. What is the floor like? It's not bad.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. I'm shocked by that.
Yeah, well.
I am shocked by that.
Well, maybe it's on the other side.
I mean, it could be.
But, I mean, it has the normal outside rust.
All right, so this license plate is 1987. See that right there near my finger?
Oh, I do.
1987.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, you can see. So it kind of grew in that root. I couldn't get to it last time.
Yeah.
But it's still connected to
Yeah,
that
it
car.
actually grew through the license plate bracket. Split the bracket open and started to devour. See, here's the bracket.
Yeah.
Started to devour the license plate.
Oh, that's one I haven't seen before.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay. I did not expect this to be so complete.
No. Nope. And it's so nice that it's a V8. Look at 302 2B.
2B or not 2B?
2B. So this is
2B.
the
Is it?
2B. Yeah, 2B. This is the 302, and it's what came in the Maverick. It was optional, but it came with it. Let's see what it looks like in the valve cover. Yeah, it's grimy, but at least it's not dry. So we're back at the Maverick. It's been, what, week and a half, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
And we really want to dive into this thing. It's super cool. It's a V8. It's a 4-speed. But it's got its challenges. It's seized. Let's see what the oil looks like. It's pretty low. It's more than a quart low, and it's black. It's black. Let me get another pull because there was quite a bit of grime on the end of that.
Looks about the same.
Yeah, the second pull is better. The grime is gone. So that must have just been in the tube. I mean, if I had to guess, what do you think? This was parked because of rust?
In 87?
Yeah.
You know, I don't. No, I mean, a lot of this rust would be happened in the last 37 years.
That could be too.
Maybe they just got a new car and they didn't want it anymore.
Well, in 87, these weren't worth that much.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a Maverick.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. These spark plugs are not easy to get at.
Yeah, we were not able to really look at any of that last time we were here.
Yeah.
So
What's
that'll be
this
interesting,
thing?
but we got to get it off.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
I don't know, but there is some chew down there, which I'm kind of
Or is
surprised.
that this?
On that tube.
Um.
No, do you see it? Underneath there?
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll find some more. Could be.
Might. It's got maybe AC Delco plugs in it. Ford guys, there must be a secret for getting these plugs out. Maybe it's hire a superhero or something, because I can barely get my hand in here to do anything.
Maybe that's why they junked the car.
Yeah, if I had to change these plugs more than once in a lifetime, I just might junk it.
Just say I'm going to buy a new car.
There's got to be a trick. Maybe you jack the engine up or
Maybe.
something.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably it.
Or it's special tools that you have to have.
Yeah. Yep.
Special tools and a lot of patience.
Well, patience for sure.
So, how long have you been working over here?
Probably 15 minutes.
Have you gotten that flag out?
No. No. I'm really thinking that these are probably meant to be taken out when you disconnect the motor mount and jack the engine up a little bit.
You finally got it out?
I got it out.
Let's
It's
take a
not
look.
good.
Oh, wow. Hold on. Holy moly. Oh, that's a good view. Okay.
It's caked with rust around the insulator. We're gonna have to scope that cylinder.
Okay, so we're in there. And
It doesn't look that bad.
yeah, I know it's hard for them to see, but you guys are just gonna have to trust us.
See?
Yeah, that's a pretty good image.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah. No. Okay.
It's just, if you can look right here, I don't know if your viewers can see that, but there's tons of carbon. See it here and not there?
It's kind of hard to see.
It's tons and tons of carbon in there. And that may be what's around this plug. It may not be rust. It may just be carbon. I'm getting better at figuring out how to do this.
Well,
You put one finger in, bend the other one completely backwards, third one sideways at 90 degrees, and then bring in your thumb. And you can get it out. These are all just... This one is the easiest one to get out. So I'm doing that one next. Let's see if it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. That's the same.
Okay, now I can
That's
tell
rust.
that's rust.
It's gotta be. Wow. It's gotta be.
Wow.
Disaster.
And it's just the front too, you know?
Yeah. This engine
But
is
you know what's
just eat up
interesting
with rust.
Is the other one was rusty, but when we looked in there with the
scope, it looked okay.
right. So how is that?
I don't know. Let's check the scope on this one. Yeah, this
I
one's
see
got rust.
rust.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
It's hard to.
this one's got lots of rust in it.
Yeah.
Lots of rust. Oh yeah. This one's bad, bad, bad.
So is it just on? It's on the sides too. It's kind of hard to tell. You know what? I think
It's
you got that
everywhere.
dirty, so now you can't see it that well.
It's everywhere.
Mystery oil going in.
Yeah. Yeah, I put a little acetone in it too.
Okay.
That one's fine. Carbony,
Mm-hmm.
but fine. No rust.
Okay. So
Weird.
the front two so far.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
This one's good too.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
It's dirty and
Yeah, it's
fouled,
very
but
dirty,
I don't-
but
yeah, there's not a lot of rust on it.
it's actually the best yet.
Got it?
Yeah.
Let's see what we got.
Not bad.
It's just a lot of carbon,
Yeah,
right?
lots of carbon, no rust.
Okay.
No rust. So that's the third one back. Yeah. I'm in the rear one now, but I can't see anything. Oh, that one looks
Yeah.
decent too.
I don't see
Look
any
at that.
rust there. It's hard to see. There's not normally a reflection on this. So there it is a little bit closer.
So the cylinders that have the rust, they're getting the treatment of the acetone and the mystery oil. The ones that look good, I'm just using Cree oil. Why am I doing it that way? It's easier to get the Cree oil out of the cylinders, and I just think that in this case the mystery oil is overkill. If the cylinder walls look great, don't need it. Time to get the shroud off, the fan off, and then see if we can get this unseized.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want us to find you a chair?
For what?
Well, the car is so low and you're so tall.
Nah, that's good.
I really think you could do a lot of that sitting in a chair and save your back.
It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
I offered many times. We're going through this phase where we're dropping things, but we can't find them when we look. Okay, we got that off.
Yep.
I told Richard, I'm like, Richard, I just haven't felt that entertained in the video so far. I asked if he could do something to entertain me. Do you want to do a little dance or something for me?
You can. That would look.
How would that entertain me? You're close. There you go.
Yeah, it's coming out. Whew. And over the years with radiator changes, people break the mounts, break the bolts. This one's had some customizing. So there's the bolt.
Mm-hmm.
This is what's behind it.
Yeah.
I guess that was the battery hold down.
Maybe. That's it.
Yeah.
That actually looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so somebody added that to the radiator mount. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. This could be interesting. Do you think it's going to look clean, or do you think it's going to be just full of gunk?
I think it's going to be relatively clean from what I saw
Inside the radiator?
inside the radiator, but who knows what this hose is going to be like.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, look at that. The hose has been cut. See that?
Was it cut or did it fall
See
apart?
that? Somebody cut it and reused it.
Let me look inside. Here. Okay.
Looks good.
It does.
Yeah, it's
It
good.
does. You know, other than those two little rusty plugs, which we don't know when that happened, so far, you know, the stuff on this looks really good.
Yeah.
Master cylinder almost looks new.
Yeah. We're going to need to get this up in the air. I can't get the radiator hose off. The bolt for the hose is pointing down and I can't get it off. This does appear to be taking air.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, this is going to help a lot.
Yeah, you can definitely. Can you see the hole in the front where the mud is?
Huh? Yeah. Yeah, this came up a lot. Look at the dirt.
Yeah, this one, I don't know.
Very rough.
Is it on the rim? Down at the bottom still?
Well, we'll find out shortly.
Yeah. Okay, it actually looks like it's gonna hold air. That
Unbelievable.
that dirt is kind of funny.
Unbelievable.
I think this car. Well, now there's a couple cracks in the side, but you know it's fine. I think this car really wants to be saved.
Yeah, this tire's in really bad shape, but
We've seen that before.
yeah, it's holding.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see if I can get this hose clamp off.
So Richard said it's 1,000 times easier. I can actually see you much easier too.
Yeah, there's coolant in it.
Is it gonna come pouring out?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, let me get something to put it in.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, look what I found. Luckily, I found that underneath that white trailer there. It was kind of shocking. It was just sitting there like it knew we needed it. Okay. So do you think you're going to be able to get it to turn?
the engine,
Yeah.
I'm fairly optimistic about that. But, you know, you just never know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
I think it will.
I'm fairly optimistic about it.
The Maverick really wants to be saved, so.
And if it turns,
Mm-hmm.
we'll get it running.
That, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Long time coming.
Let's see what we get.
Nothing yet. That was just the bolt.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say. No.
Nothing.
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
No.
Nothing.
Huh.
Okay. That's just loosening the bolt.
Yeah. Ooh, watch your hand.
Yeah, this isn't stuck. This AC is not stuck. What about this pulley? Doesn't appear to be, but let me loosen it up quick and we'll see. Oh, no.
No, it's
No,
not.
it was the
It's just
belt.
the, yeah.
And that's not stuck.
Well, what about the other one beside it? Did you check?
Yeah, I think this alternator's not stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
No.
not stuck.
Yeah, no, it's not. Okay. Well, we're back to where we started, I guess.
Yeah.
So, Richard, while you're taking a break, why don't you tell people some of the things that we keep in the truck for our wheel it runs?
Yeah, a viewer asked us one of our most recent videos, what's in the kit, as we call it. And we'll do a spotlight on that, on more what the rust in the future. But this is essentially it. You know, everything that we can think we might need in the field. But it's not every tool known to man. And sometimes we lose stuff on one wheel it run and we won't have it for the next. But this is essentially it. Everything from the back crate with the yellow top, that contains ignition parts, coils, caps, you name it. This is the torch and associated things, all kinds of ratchets, sockets, wrenches. This is oil, Cree-Oil, mystery oil, towels,
Regular oil,
yeah,
coolant,
the scope, coolant, the gas tank, sometimes the chainsaw. We do what we can with what we've got. This is one of the most important cases we have. This is all the electrical stuff. So the spark checker, the trigger, the TDC whistle, connections for the carburetor and the electrical, it's all in there. This whole thing has been years in the making. Believe it or not, if you look at the real early wheel it runs, I had a cardboard box and a battery. And over the years, we've just kept building on it till we've got this. But we'll do a spotlight on it on a future More What the Rust video. You might find it interesting. I'll go through in more detail what this kit has in it.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Well, this is a Hail Mary type of thing. We're going to see if Eugene thinks the starter is stuck into the flywheel. And if it is, that's not helping us. So we're just going to bump the starter and see if in fact that's true.
Right. And that looks pretty rough.
I don't see any spark or anything, so that's good. Yeah, these look real rough.
I know, but
Real rough.
shouldn't we hear something happen?
Not necessarily if the key's not on. Okay, ready?
Go ahead. The key. Let's see if the key works, right?
Yeah, that's true. Let's see if it's in use. I think it is.
I hope so.
No go.
No. Oh, wait. Do that again. Hold on. I thought I heard something for a second.
That was probably me inside.
Oh.
Let me get the trigger.
Well.
Didn't sound. Yeah, it's working.
I think it's fine. Yeah.
It's working.
Okay, so we had to break down and do the right thing. Darn it. Because it started, well, sparking and smoking, right? No.
Much better.
Yeah.
It's not engaging, but it's
Right.
much better. You can tell.
Well, I know. I'm wondering if you need to go check it now.
There we go.
No?
No?
Yeah, thumbs up.
The starter is sick. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. It means we'll have to get this thing up in the air.
You brought the big hammer out.
Yeah. This is a nice hammer. It's very heavy, but very small and compact.
You're
Good for starters.
You're not messing around now.
Well, I have to see if I can get at the starter. I can't even see it, so. Okay, what I need you to do is hold the button on while I whack it,
Okay.
just to see if I can shake it loose.
Sure.
I'll tell you when.
Okay.
Okay.
You just want me to tap it like that, right?
You can keep it held on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just don't think that starter's gonna work. So, let's see. Today has been an odd day.
It's been a day marked by failure.
Well, you know, but I saw so many things today I hadn't seen before, so it's not a failure in my book.
Well, here's the deal, right? When you're in a junkyard,
Yeah.
you've already got 2 strikes against you.
Oh, well, the way I look at it is when I'm in a junkyard, there's fun times ahead.
Yeah.
I love it. I just like I could
The
hang
cars
here
are here
all the
for a
time.
reason.
Come on, Maverick. No. It's
We
not.
need more leverage.
Yeah. Well, and it may need more time and more oil. Because 6 out of the 8 look fine, and then the 2 that weren't, I mean, they weren't super bad.
They were very bad.
You think they were?
They were so bad that plugs can't even be cleaned. Those
Well,
plugs have to be thrown away.
well, should we just pull one of these covers and not both, just one, just for the heck of it?
I don't see any reason to do that. Well, I don't see any reason to do that right now.
So we're looking in the 2 that were rust, that showed a lot of rust, because we wanted to know if the acetone and the Marvel Mystery Oil had went down. And the first one we're looking at, it looks like, yes, there's a tiny bit of red showing, but other than that, it looks like it went down. So that's a good sign.
Yep.
Now we're going to check the other one, see what it looks like.
Yep. Yeah.
So this is the other one, and can you, it's kind of a, that's
See
the
the rust?
side. Yeah, but show the red again.
Right there.
That's the bottom. If you saw that, if you could, do you see that big round circle of red? So that one's not going down.
Yeah.
So, you think more acetone in that?
They both have some in it.
Yeah.
It didn't go all the way down on either of them. But
Well, the other one, there was like a few drops, I felt like, left in one corner.
there was quite a bit on the end of this. But yeah, it's better. We've got our work cut out for us today. I'm going to take the valve covers off. Clearance in here is really tough. All right, so I've got the driver's side valve cover loose. Real curious to see what's going on under here. But it started to pour rain. Luckily under this hood it's dry, so I'm going to keep at it. Let's see what's going on in here. Okay, that's pretty stuck, so I'm gonna get back to you and pull it off. Well, I'm pleased, to say the least. This is the inside of the valve cover. It looks amazing. Given the age of this car, it looks amazing. Yes, there's some sludge in here, but I mean, this is not bad at all. Amazing. So I'm gonna just pour some mystery oil in here. All right, I've pretty much flooded this area with mystery oil. Even sprayed it on the push rod so it would drip down to the lifters. And this is all good, so I'm gonna loosely put the valve cover back on, just keep the moisture out. Here's the driver's side valve cover. Man, this was not easy to get out. Around AC hoses and all that other stuff. But look at this. This is in fantastic shape. You know how one side can be like it was and then this side be like new only leads me to believe that this head must have been replaced at some point, because it looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. I mean, look at that. So I'm going to do the same. Hit this with mystery oil, then put the valve cover back on loosely to keep the moisture out. So the owner has put the car up in the air for us, which is great. Once I get the jack stands in, I'm going to check the drive shaft. It's stuck in gear, which means trying to get it unseized is not going to happen. But if I drop the drive shaft, then I'll be able to spin the engine and the transmission. Also, if we can get the other side up, changing the starter will be easy. I assume these wheels are stuck. Yes, they are. How's it look under there?
Rusty.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see just how bad. No, it's not bad. It's not bad. The only thing rusty is this exhaust system. The drive shaft has a little movement. So it's not like I thought that this car was dragged here and the drive shaft is twisted under torque. So I oiled up the shift linkage with Pre-Oil. I'm going to see if I can get it into neutral now. Nope. Alright, I'm going to get a very small hammer and see, it seems like one of the shift forks is stuck. I'm going to get a very small hammer, see if I can convince it to move. So I need to hold the clutch in, and I think this will be strong enough to do it. If I can get it in here. That's going to help a lot. Okay. Beauty. That stuck shift fork is now moving. Thanks to this stuff. It's unbelievable penetrant. It's been on here, what, 2 minutes? There's a discount code in the description of this video for 50% off the second can. Rust50 is the code. You got to try it. It's just unbelievable. So here's what I'm doing. This is the shift linkage, and we've got this one that is now working through the gears. No problem here. And this one I'm still working on. It's moving. It might be stuck up at the column, but it's moving. So I'm going to check that next. Yep. Look at that. Okay, beautiful. Now that the transmission goes into neutral, it's time to try to unseize it again. It can't possibly be this tight.
Yeah, your face is so red right now. It
can't possibly. This is insane. Okay, let's try this. No go.
Yeah.
No go. Because I'm on the bolt.
Are you trying to go opposite directions?
No, I'm trying to pull both.
Oh. I'm just watching the vehicle myself to make sure it doesn't move off of those, off that.
My leg against the bumper.
No, I mean, I put my foot against that pipe.
Okay. So you mean push against it?
With your feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, because our legs are twice as strong. Okay, I don't think you're gonna get it, babe. If it's that bad,
This makes for some good footage.
Have you in the fetal position.
I believe it's stuck.
Yeah, but you
Move
know,
back a bit.
the thing
And get
is,
this thing out of the way, please. Whoops.
it's probably better on for your back
Yeah.
if you're just using your legs.
Yeah. It is.
So since you gave yourself whiplash from
I'm
that 52 Chevy ride.
I'm very impressed with this plumber's wrench, that it hasn't broken.
Are you pushing with your 2 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It should not. That's a lot of force, what you're doing right now. That's a lot of force. If it's not coming undone from that, then there's something really wrong in those cylinders somewhere.
Yep. Ready?
Yeah. So we're going to check the oil. See if any water comes out. Nope. No water.
None.
Okay.
None.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yep. Here's what
I mean,
came
it's
out.
black as can be.
Yes, it's black.
But, yeah, there was...
No water whatsoever.
Mm-mm. I mean, that doesn't mean there's not crazy rust somewhere in the cylinders. We learned that last week.
Oh, for sure.
But it just makes you feel better if you do see the water, right? You're like, oh, I know what's going on.
This cable is shot.
There's a lot of cables that are suspect on that thing, but...
But look at, this is the positive.
Oh, that's the...
Ooh.
No, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's running from there?
Look at that.
Hmm.
Holy cow.
It might still work.
Yeah, maybe this starter will work without this stupid cable here. I've never seen anything like that. I mean, the cable is literally falling apart in my hand. That's dangerous. I mean, that's just asking for a short.
So does that mean you're going to use it?
No. The snake's got me. That positive battery cable wasn't going to cut it. I just replaced it. Our idea here is, since nothing else is working, is to have the torque of the starter and my legs pushing on the wrench to see if it'll spin over. I don't think it will, but it's better than nothing. Okay, we got a new ground strap hooked up with a red wire, just to confuse people. And we have a blue wire going right to the starter. So we're bypassing the solenoid, putting 12 volts right on the starter. Let's see what happens. Okay. Yeah, so we've got the starter spinning, but no solenoid engagement.
Mm-hmm. Well, you knew that, though.
Yeah. The starter has to come out, but the steering linkage is now in the way. But the fork of the truck is hitting the wheel.
I think this is the first time you've ever done that.
Yeah, I had to let air out rather than put it in. Yeah,
exactly. It just seems so strange.
Yeah.
So Richard opened up the door to move the steering wheel, and when he did that, the starter fell out.
As soon as I turned the wheels, the starter fell out.
Yeah, I asked him if he'd planned it like that. You should have just said, yeah.
So that's the correct turnage of the wheels to get a V8 Maverick starter out. And that's what it looks like. Alright, so I'm going to clean this starter snout, but you don't want to get this stuff, this brake cleaner, inside the starter. So I'm just going to tip the starter up, get all that junk out of there. Ow. Look at how clean that shaft is now. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Oil it up. Let's try it. Look at that. Before, the gear was spinning in place. Now it's moving. So this starter's good now. It appears it was stuck, but it's fine now, so I'm just going to put it back in.
Okay, so Richard, you're trying the...
Yeah, I've got the crowbar on the flywheel teeth.
Yeah.
And it's a long one.
I can see the crowbar you're using. Yeah, babe, I don't know. At this point, have you got the starter back in?
No.
Okay.
Once I put it in, I don't have access anymore to the teeth.
Gotcha. I'm really starting to think that there's just something in one of those cylinders that's stopping you.
Yeah. Yeah. Either that or I need Mr. Universe here.
I don't even think... If there's something in the cylinders, it doesn't matter. It's still not going to work.
You should say, I'm Mr. Universe.
Oh.
Mr. Universe wouldn't go near this. He'd be too busy suntanning and going to the gym.
He said the only thing left is to drag it down the street. Did it already stop?
Yeah.
Yeah. That starter stopped, didn't it?
No, it's engaged in the flywheel and just sticking there.
Stuck. Okay.
Because the engine seized. I thought that might happen, and it has.
Yeah.
You know.
You're sure that's good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I guess you need to take a minute and decide what you want to do.
Yeah. A lot of people ask us, how do we support your channel? Well, we're not quite ready to sell merchandise yet, although we're almost there. But the best way to support the channel is to watch the entire video, go back and watch ones you haven't seen, like the videos, and subscribe. That helps us tremendously because there's a lot of cost and effort into making these. And that's how you could help us continue to make them.
Yeah.
So this is an example of what we're fighting. This is absolutely full of rust around the insulator, meaning that there's so much rust in the cylinder, it's actually around the insulator. I would guess that this cylinder's near the top, and the entire top of the piston looks like that.
Yeah.
So there's a couple in here like that. I thought we could break it free with the mystery oil. Not to happen today. All right, this is number 1. And we are wondering, is this carbon or is this rust?
I mean, number 5.
Yeah, number 5, sorry.
I had to swap machines. I never wore nothing else. Oh, yeah.
I think that's rust.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think that's not carbon. It's black because it's got oil on it, but... Well, hard to tell, really.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is not good. Because it's in here really hard. Let's see if it's magnetic. Okay, so this tip is clean. Let's see if this stuff is magnetic. Doesn't appear to be. Does not appear to be. Isn't that funny? So this one apparently is just heavily carbon fouled. The other one is heavily rust fouled. We ended the day by refilling all the cylinders with mystery oil. So this is it for this car. This is the last time. I hope you're listening, Maverick. I've actually been out on this car 4 times, and I've tried to get it unseized 3 of those 4 times. And I've got mystery oil in it, I've got acetone in it, you name it, it's in it. It's been sitting now for a month with the acetone and mystery oil in it. So we're gonna give it one more shot and see if we can get it unstuck.
Sure, you heard that, Maverick, so it's up to you.
Yeah, so I've got this.
Is that to beat it?
And this.
Oh, are you going to beat it with 2 hands?
Yeah, I mean, I've even, as you know, if you've gotten this far in the video, you know I've even tried my legs on this thing, and nothing works.
So now, how long has it been? About a week and a half?
Since what?
Since we filled this up again.
Oh, I think it's been longer than that. It's been a while. It has been a while. Okay.
You know, I keep thinking back to how many cars we can think of that we have come and spent this much time.
Not many.
No.
See,
Are you
the bolt
tightening the
tightens
bolt?
up, yeah.
Yep, that's what was going on last time.
And that's as far as it goes. I don't want to snap the bolt.
Mm-hmm. Nothing's going on.
Okay, so here's what we're going to try. As you know, we've taken the heads off, the valve covers off. The valves look good, but just in case any is stuck, I'm going to loosen the ones that are under tension from the cam and see if it turns over then. I doubt it, but it's time for Hail Mary passes. That's not stuck. See how it's bouncing? Mm-hmm. That is absolutely not stuck.
Well,
that one's a little stuck, but this one is not under pressure from the cam. Nor is this one, this one, this one, that one, that one, or that one. So that's not the problem. We're having fun getting this other valve cover off. I told Christina, if I ever say that I want to buy a V8 Maverick, she is to stop me immediately. This side just looks so nice. But what we did find, upon closer inspection, that one valve on that side was stuck. So we're going to check here and see if any is stuck.
you want the hammer?
Hammer, yeah.
I got it.
Now, viewers, I'm not hammering away on these valves. This is a brass hammer. It's not going to hurt the steel rockers. And I'm just bouncing it off of it to see if it bounces. See that bounce? So that valve's not stuck. That one's a little stuck, but it's not. You can see that the rocker is free, so that's not why the engine's not turning. This one's also free. That's not why. This one is not free. Let's see if it's stuck. Yeah, that one's stuck. That one's stuck a little bit. So we just pushed it down the most minute amount, just to make sure that's not what's holding the engine. This one is a ton of lash. A ton. That's a little worrisome.
Is the spring?
Is it stuck? I mean, it doesn't look it to me, no. Why does that have so much lash? That's a lot. Either the cam lobe is worn out or it's just set incorrectly, and it doesn't look like it's set incorrectly. It actually looks like it's turned down more than the others. That nut. Okay, this one's tight, so let me see if this one's stuck. It is. Mm-hmm. It is. That's so strange. You know, this head looks like new, and we got 3 stuck valves. That one's okay. This one's okay. Yep, that one's fine. This one I don't.
It's hard to get to.
Yeah, I can't get to it. But it's got lash, so that's not our reason. Okay. So, if it's a valve, We just move them the tiniest bit. No danger of them hitting the head or anything like that. But it will allow us to turn a wee bit on the crank. So we're going to try that and see if we have any luck.
All right, Maverick, this is your last chance.
Watch your head there. Because if this slips, it's going to whack you in the head.
Okay. I can see the chalk mark.
No.
No, babe.
No.
Mm-mm. The only thing moving is
The bolt.
exactly the same as before.
I don't think I can get the plumber's wrench on this.
You've done it before.
I know. I don't know how I did it before.
You wanted me to tell you how you did it before?
From underneath. I know
Exactly.
that.
He had the car up in the air, and that's how you did it.
Let me try going the other way. Because the bolt is very tight right now. No. The bolt's loosening.
Yeah, it didn't move at all.
I'm trying to get this valve cover bolted.
Yeah, one bolt.
But the engine lifting plate is right next to it.
Yeah. 10 minutes later. And I kid you not, 10 minutes later.
So I'll give you an idea of what we are using to try to get this thing unseized. 3/4 inch drive, both of them with a pipe. Just no go. So these are going back in the kit. We're wrapping up here. Major disappointment. I know so many of your viewers are into this car and wanted to see it run. We did all we can. Being out here, we did all we can. So some of them just don't go. Even if we got this free, this engine free, there's so much junk in the cylinders on the passenger side, I don't think it would have spun a full revolution. The heads need to come off, and that's just all there is to it. No matter how this turned out, we thank you very much for watching. I hope it was enjoyable anyway. Sometimes we do fail. So thanks again for watching. Have a great week.